Welcome back to Defenders of the Last Stand. We're doing a solo playthrough here with, of course, me, the old man. Okay, we have 7 actions we can take. So we would refresh any cards that we had used, but of course we don't have any cards that have a refresh ability right now. And we get our 7 actions back at the beginning, the Rise and Shine phase. We're into the action phase, and so I have to decide what I want to do. Again, huge board. Lots of places to go, lots of things to do. I don't want to lose the game, of course. So I think for my first action, I'm going to move right here with Bama and 3 of the Road Riders. And for my second action, I think I'm going to attack them. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a green card to use my Atomics special ability, discard a card and destroy the raiders in your location. So I have to just roll dice. So I'm going to go ahead and roll 3 green dice. You roll 1 for each raider in the location. And we'll see if I can take any of them out. I need a 5+ on raiders. Yeah, bomber raiders need a 5+. They're the hardest ones to take out. And wow, I took out 2 of them. So that's pretty good. These guys I managed to destroy. Now, as a free action... I believe it's a free action. It is not a free action. I have to spend an action. Okay. Learning the game a little bit still. I'm going to take the double-crossed gun symbol cards. If you discard 2 of these for an action, you can sabotage a leader. I'm in the same space now as Bama, so I'm going to sabotage him, which means I'm going to knock one of his hit points out. So he goes from 7 health down to, 8 health down to 7. So I did a sabotage action on him to knock him out a little bit. And now I have 4 actions left, and I have to decide where and what I want to do. And I don't know. I'll have to think about this and come back with my decision. And I think what I'm going to do, I didn't mention this in the first episode, but this is an adventure. So there's an adventure that can happen right down here at Red River. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I have 4 actions left, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3 actions to get here, 4 actions to participate in this adventure. And so how adventures work is we're going to look at the top card off the adventure deck, and that's where this adventure, I shuffled the deck, and that's where it was. Now, we're probably going to need this ability, and so we are, for the very last action, we're doing this adventure at Red River, and we're going to see what it says. If my old eyes can read this, caught in the current is a large metal object with wires poking out of it, out of the panels. I'm going to try and block this off so you can't read it. From the bank, you squint and make out the writing. You can only identify radiation symbols. You know anything from the old atomic plant is a prize, the likes of puke or crank. So perhaps you should find a way to hide or destroy the object before they get it. Who knows? Maybe it has some value to the last stand. So we have to test our radiation resistance. Okay, my radiation resistance is 3 dice, but I have 1 karma token. I could spend it to be able to roll 5 dice on this test instead of 3. But I think, oh man, I don't know if I should do that or not. I think I am going to do that. I'm going to take my 1 karma token that I have, and I'm going to spend it. And that's going to allow me to roll 5 dice to try and see how many successes I can get on this adventure. So let's have a look. And I get 3 successes, so that's pretty awesome. Because I know stuff. That's my special ability. Alright, so we're going to consult the card. 0 successes, 1 success, 2+ successes. You quickly dismantle the object. Choose one of the following. Move to last stand and add 1 token to the group mission, or reduce any leader's health by 1. So do I get to move to last stand? Move to last stand and add 1 token to the mission, or reduce any leader's health by 1. I think we're going to reduce a leader's health by 1. Now, which leader do we want? I think we're going to reduce Puke down 1. So he's going to go from 9 hit points He's going to go down to 8, but I'm going to stay in this location. I believe that's how that all is going to work. All right, then that is going to be the end of my turn. And so next up, we're going to have to do the Raiders and Radiation portion of the turn. And so we're going to come back and we're going to process a Raider card. All right, and before I forget, of course, once that adventure is over, we get a new one. So off the top of the deck, we have at the Atomic Plant a 2. And hey, what the ability we're probably going to have to check is our technology, and mine is very high. So it's location 2, Atomic Plant, is going to be the next location for the next adventure. And 2 is way over on this side of the board. I'm not even sure if it's even in the screen there. Just barely, but it's over here, just south of Death Maze City. All right, up next, we have to process the end of the turn, basically. Now, there's no radiation symbols in this area, so I'm just going to be collecting 2 cards. Now, I have 2 puke cards with grenades on them, and I add a crank with a grenade and a bomba with a crossed gun symbol. And of course, because I'm playing just one character, I can have an unlimited number of cards in my hand. All right, that's me collecting cards. And now we have to process, of course, a Raider card. And these are always bad, as per usual. All right, why is that got a double color there? Oh, okay, that's different. So we're going to, Madman Villa, we're going to add 1 Road Gang and 1 Techie Mob to Madman Villa. Location, oh man. And that's going to give me an overrun, which is interesting because it's a double color and it's right at the edge here. So the first one they tell you to add is a Road Gang. So we're going to overrun on the Road Gang. Yep, which means we're going to put another one of these oil depots here. And we're going to have to start getting rid of them because if you get 12 on the board, you lose the game. And we're going to have an overrun of road ragers, Road Gang members. So I'm going to need 3 of them because there are 3 adjacent locations up here. 1 will be at the Atomic Plant. 1 overrun will be at White Peak, and the other one will be at the Internet Needle here. That was not good. I don't know how you ever win this game solo, but we'll try it. And Hazard Gulch is going to get 2 Earthers, and that's location 26. And that didn't cause us an overrun, so yay for us. 26 is up here at Hazard Gulch. All right. I'm not sure how long this playthrough is going to last. Now we have Crank going to the scrapyard, perhaps. But he will not, because Crank is up here. His next location is Liberty Tunnel. So thankfully, that's not going to happen. But now we do have something at the bottom, a Monstrosity Surge. If there are 4 or fewer monstrosities on the board, there is, add 1 monstrosity to Puke's current location. If Puke is not on the board yet, do nothing. Puke is not on the board yet. Doesn't he start on the board? I believe he does. In this scenario. So he is right over here, and I don't know if we can cheat here. Oh boy, big board. He's right here, so we're going to add a second mutation into the Mutant Mountains. Well, of course, that's what we're going to do. All right, back to the center of the board, sort of. And that's it. So we've processed the card. So that was 1 complete turn. I think per episode, by the looks of things, I'm probably going to get 2 turns done an episode. So let me do some more thinking. Of course, I'm down here at Red River, and I have to do some more thinking about what it is I want to do. So let me think about that. We'll come back with a second turn. All right, so I've adjusted the camera a little bit more to this side because it looks like we're going to be doing stuff on this side. So my first action is going to be moving here to the Pest Hole. The Pest Hole has a scavenge token on it, so that took me 1 action to move there. I don't have any karma tokens, so I think I'm going to try to scavenge anyway. My scavenge ability is only 2. So I can only roll 2 dice to scavenge. And I will see if I can get a 5 or a 6. And I get a 6, so I succeed at scavenging. Excellent. And so let's have a look at this token. We're going to see what it is. It's a special artifact. Awesome. Now I have to consult, of course, the rules on special artifacts for the base game. Let me come right back and I'll explain what that's going to mean. All right. Very cool ability. These special tokens in Mission 2, which we're playing, which is Defend Last Stand, you can spend these tokens, I believe, for one action when you're on a location with one of the leaders to reduce their health by 2. So that's excellent, because we happen to be right next door to Puke. So we're just going to pop in here for one more action. I still have 4 actions left. And then for the next action, I am going to spend the action. I'm going to spend this token with a star on it to reduce Puke's health by 2 more. So he's going to go from 8 health down to 6. And when you use your special tokens, you have to reshuffle all the ones that have not been placed on the board yet. So I will do that before I start placing out any more tokens on the board. So that's pretty awesome. I still have 3 actions left. Now, I didn't mention you can scout mutations to see what kind of mutation they are before you try to fight them. So I think I'm going to take 1 scout action right now. Monstrosity. Well, I call them mutations monstrosities. There's this deck of monstrosities. And so this is just shuffled up because you never know which monstrosity you're going to run into. So I'm going to do a scout action on one of them, and what we find is we find Clacker, and it's Test Ancient Tech. Right on. Gain 1 additional die for each mutation you have. Well, I don't have any. 0 successes, 1 success, 2 successes. Wow, I could probably attack this mutation, or monstrosity, because, and of course what we do now is we're just going to leave the card there. So we're going to say that this particular one here, if we can see that on this right on the side of the board, is Clacker. I still have 2 actions left, so I think I'm going to spend an action, and I'm going to attack Clacker. And by attacking Clacker, I'm testing Ancient Tech. I have a 5 in my Ancient Tech, so that's pretty good. So I'm going to roll 5 dice, basically trying to take this guy down. We'll see what happens. And I only get 2 successes. Now, what did 2 successes mean against this guy? Let's have a look. If I can get the card off the board. 2 plus successes. All right. Gain 1 unique artifact and remove the monstrosity. Cool. So we killed the monstrosity. And not only did we kill him, we get a unique artifact. That is very cool. And yes, there's a big deck of unique artifact cards also in the game. It's a very cool game with all kinds of interesting and cool things you can find. Now, I do believe you can have 4 artifacts, unique/common, at one time, and you can have up to 3 special cards, or special cards as well. All right, the unique artifact we got is Radiation Pills. You may play this card on a mutation to reduce its radiation number to 0. Reduce its radiation number to 0 on a mutation. Oh, okay, I get it. You can you can get mutations in the game, and they do, of course. Some of them, most of them do good things to you. Some of them do bad things to you. The radiation pills now allow me to, there's a number on the mutations, and you'll see them, of course, when we're doing the playthrough once I get mutated, if and when I get mutated. Boy, what do I want to do? I've got 1 action left. I kind of want to move out of here because I'm going to take a bunch of damage. The question is, do I want to move over here to Once Was City with 2 radiation symbols, possibly getting a mutation? Or do I want to move back to the pest hole? I think I'm going to move back to the pest hole. I don't really want to take damage. I don't really want to get mutations right now. I'm kind of trying to head up here because my special mission right now is to take out Earther War Party characters. So that, once again, concludes all of my actions for the second turn. If I haven't screwed anything up, I don't think I have, but I will leave notes if I have. And now we're into the end of the turn again, which will mean I am going to get 2 cards. Now remember, my special ability, if I end my turn on a radiation place, I would get 4, but I'm just getting 2. I have a green bomber card with a grenade, and I have a yellow bramble card with crossed revolvers. So now I have 2 cross revolver cards. I can go start damaging leaders again if I want to. And I got Puke already down to 6 health. So he's a pretty good one to get rid of at the beginning, if you can. Yeah, very difficult, but we'll see. And so yeah, we are now into processing a raider card. Now I would make a radiation check, but I'm not in a radiated space. So yep, the end of this episode, we process a raider card. We get 1 road gang at 21 on the South Road. The South Road 21. Whoa, getting close to last stand. I don't really like that. This is probably bad news for us. Once was city. Add 1 techie mob. Once was city is 34, which is, oh, once was city. Okay. Well, it's right here. That I was wondering if we're going to get an overrunner, but we don't. We just get once was city. We get a techie there. Not bad. Bramble now wants to move to Joey Died Here. Joey Died Here is here. Bramble is way over at God's Eye Forest. Bramble's next move would be to Boxville. Not going to happen. So far we've lucked out in this game. We're not getting any movement of the leaders. And now we get an adventure. Discard the top card of the adventure deck, moving the adventure token to the new location. Okay, well, I guess the adventure Atomic Plant went away. So we're going to take, and this is the adventure deck, which is, again, huge. We're going to discard this one. And our next location is 12, the U.S. Air Base. It's another technology one, so that's good for us. So we're going to move that from where it was, which was over here, to the U.S. Air Base 12. So it's up here with the techie mob, U.S. Air Base. And that's it. That is going to conclude the episode. And so, okay, we've knocked Bomba down a hit point. We've knocked Puke down 3 hit points. We got a unique artifact, which was some radiation pills. And we have 6 cards now. So let's take a look at the cards we have. We have 2 blue for Puke. I have lots of grenade cards, so I can blow up lots of those oil and ammo depots on future turns. I have 2 green cards, 2 blue, a yellow, and a red. So there you have it. So this is Defenders of the Last Stand. I'm playing it solitaire with the old man. I don't know how I'm going to do. I have a funny feeling this could be very difficult for me to win, but hey, I will see what happens. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for liking my videos and subscribing to my channel. If you do, I really appreciate it. So join me next time for the continuation of Defenders of the Last Stand, where we have me, the grumpy old man, taking on these 4 horrible leaders, trying to defend Last Stand, and we'll see what happens. So thanks so much for watching along. We'll catch you next time.